So right at this moment, we are on a reroute. Oh sure, it's marked with a white place. It's the official reroute, as stated by the ATC. And the reason for the reroute is on the older part of the Appalachian Trail, reforestation, regeneration is required to maintain the proper equilibrium of the ecosystem. So that section of trail, for however long it is, I don't know, has been closed to allow for that process to take place. I'm not sure how long that takes. And this is the official reroute. Lots to think about this morning. Lots to chit-chat about this morning. But before we kind of get into the lots and the chit-chat this morning, welcome to day 90. Yep, day 90. So today, at the end of today, that will complete one of our 5-day blocks. It will complete the 18th 5-day block. I'd originally forecast for a total of 36 5-day blocks for this particular hike. You'll recall at certain times we've talked about how I measure things sometimes in 5-day blocks on the trail. Rather than trying to look at the whole trail, I look at sections, say from town to town, or whatever it might be. But usually around a 5-day block. And today will end the 18th block. So if I'd originally thrown out there, forecasted, projected 36 blocks for this hike, then we're technically halfway through at the end of this day of the blocks, if you will, the 5-day blocks. However, we're significantly further ahead than the halfway mark. So that means maybe the 36 blocks is inaccurate. Maybe it's going to be less than that. Maybe it's going to be 34, maybe 32. I don't know. But I'm not officially changing from 36 blocks as of yet. And I'm saying that because I've come to believe this trail is broken into 3 primary sections. It's broken into a hard section for the first, say, third. The middle third, or the second third, it's an easier going section. I'll give you an example. We all talk about Pennsylvania and its nickname, Rock-Sylvania. And we talk about that. But I think as human beings, we seem to like, if you want to call that negativity, we seem to like that. But I'll tell you what I've noticed about Pennsylvania, or Rock-Sylvania. It is by far, well, when I say it is by far, I'm about 2/3 of the way through. So my experience of 2/3 of the way through Pennsylvania so far is this. The name Rock-Sylvania, oh, well deserved, no doubt about it. But another name that I think is actually more deserved, oh yeah, there is another name out there. I think that's Flat-Sylvania. Flat-Sylvania. Pennsylvania has been by far, hands down, so far anyhow, the flattest state of this trail. Oh, there's been some climbs. I had a climb this morning. It lasted 30 minutes. That was it. Nothing like we've had in the past on this trail, where you go up 1,000, down 1,000, up 1,000, down 1,000, up 1,200, down 800, up 1,500, down 600. You just keep going up and up and up and up. Not here. Or not so far. Not 2/3 of the way through Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania has been by far the flattest state of the Appalachian Trail to date. Flat-Sylvania should be a worthy name. Now, Rock-Sylvania could imply a negativity. Oh, the rocks, it's so hard. Flat Sylvania could imply a positivity. It's flat, it's much easier. I've logged my best miles, Pennsylvania, so far, regardless of the rocks. Caleb France Memorial Trail. Oh, okay. Secondly, something else to chit-chat. People have asked and commented, and we've talked about this before, about how hard the Appalachian is, say, compared to the Bruce Trail in Ontario or the Colorado Trail or other trails that I have done. So yesterday, I surpassed 1,200 miles on this trail. That in itself was a milestone insofar as it is now officially the longest trail I've ever done. The longest trail before that was indeed 1,200 miles, and that was Yo-Yo of the Bruce Trail in Ontario. And to compare challenges, the Yo-Yo of the Bruce Trail in Ontario took me 69 days. 69 days. And that was 1,200 miles. 1,200 miles on the Appalachian took me 89 days. Took me 20 days longer. Now, for those mathematicians out there, I wish if maybe somebody could throw down below in the comments a percentage of, we'll just call it a percentage of difficulty, as far as an increase in difficulty on this particular trail. So please comment below on that. Throw a percentage down. Is it 10%, 20%, 30%, 25% harder? Who knows? I want a mathematician to throw it down there in the comments and let us know. So yeah, day 90. I think it's the 25th of May, but as history has shown, I could be off there. So we're not going to kind of write that in stone. We're just going to go with it for now. Hey, a lot of babbling this morning. Let's get to hiking, shall we? 1755, site of Fort Dietrich, Schneider. A lookout post to warn of the approach of enemies in the French and Indian War. This Historical Society of Berks County. Wow. Well, there's a little bit of history for us right there. Whew. A little bit muddy here. And it looks to me like, well, there's a sign up there that says spring. And there's definitely a spring down there somewhere. But I think the Appalachian Trail goes this way, and I think that because of that blaze right there on that tree. I think that's the way I go next. Right now, we're stopping for the first break of the day. I'm not sure, I'm going to check, but I'm not sure right this minute how many miles we've got in. 7.5 maybe for the day so far. I'm not sure what time it is, but I am sure I wanted some nutrition. And my nutrition of choice, simply by default, because it's what I got left right now, I'm having hot ramen noodles with potatoes. Don't want to waste any. And a cup of coffee, seeing I'm cooking water or making water, boiling water. Might as well have coffee too. The morning progresses well. Feeling good. Heading towards Port Clinton. No problems. Beautiful morning, gentle breeze, quite cool. I mean, nice, but not blisteringly hot or anything. Cooler. So we will be at Port Clinton today. Probably the Pavilion tonight, I'm thinking. And I might even get my resupply done today, depending what time I get there. That would be good. That would give me good options for dinner tonight that I don't particularly have right now. Okay. Okay. With a nice little tenting area here. Nice flat spots, better spots than I had last night. Last night was rocky and rugged. Very uneven. Okay. It's peaceful. Birds are singing, sun's shining. Can you hear the birds? I'm going to sit here, have my break, enjoy the sound of the birds. With about, oh, rocks, with about around 3.2 miles to Port Clinton. Another hiker just sent me a text kind of warning me a little bit about the descent into Port Clinton. They said, in their words, it's a killer. So I just checked on the elevation charts and so on, and it looks like a serious, almost vertical kind of descent. I don't know how big it is for sure. It doesn't look too big, but it could be a mile of that 3.2 anyhow. Oh look, nice little camp spots here. Oh yeah, nice little spot right there. And looks like we're coming out to a country road. So yeah, 3.2 miles to Port Clinton. And again, I'm going to be heading to the Pavilion. Check that out. That's where I plan on staying the night. Hopefully that's going to work out well for me. Okay, nice little winding kind of country gravel road. Yeah, and back into the forests we go. So we had one little climb a little earlier, again just a couple of 100 feet, that's all. So again, up to that descent that we've got coming, where we descend very steeply into Port Clinton, been pretty much a flat day again. We had about a 500-foot climb in the morning. I think there's been other kind of elevation increases, but at a very gentle rate of ascent, so you don't really notice them that much compared to what we've had in the past. Anyhow, just wanted to fill you in on that. So I'm going to be there lots of time for the restaurant, and in all truthfulness, maybe lots of time rather than the restaurant to spend that money towards my resupply at the Walmart. I think probably 1.5 miles or maybe 1.7 miles from the Pavilion to the Walmart. I don't know if it's hitchable. I don't know how busy the road is, although it looks like it's a pretty major highway, so it's probably very busy, and it's probably very little walking access. I don't know if that means just go to the restaurant tonight and eat there, or try to hitch, possible Uber or taxi. People are telling me the taxis are not expensive, about $7 for rides in town or something, so that might not be too bad. We'll see. We'll make those decisions once we get there and we get a better look at the situation. Okay, let us just keep marching on. Oh, Here's quite a interesting looking character. It's kind of like a totem pole. It's got different faces. What about the other side? Yeah, another face down at the bottom too. Wow. Well, he's an interesting character to see on the trail. Beautiful piece of trail through here. Oh look, another tenting area, fire pit. Beautiful spot just right there. More inside. One thing about and on the other side too. One thing about Pennsylvania, there's been no shortage of camp spots. Some better than others, granted. There's another one just right there. Right in there, perfect. Some better than others, some rockier than others, some flatter than others. But you know what? There's certainly been no shortage. And the majority of them have been really good. Yeah. So far anyhow. About, a little over 2 miles to Port Clinton now. And I guess we're going to be coming up on that major challenging descent very soon. That's okay. We just take one day at a time. Wow. Look at that meadow right there. That'd be amazing camping in there too. It's got a big kind of trailhead parking area here. Camping all around this. Yeah, there's no problems here. Over on the side there, just beautiful. Okay. Not actually sure where the trail goes. I was just attracted to this sign, but that isn't the entrance. Okay. Oh, no. Well, you know what? We're just going to have to take a moment and look here because I'm just not sure if I actually came out at the right place. Maybe I got distracted by that little monkey dude. I'm going to have to check the app and make sure we're on the right track here. Okay. Okay, so we're back at our little monkey dude because we did go the wrong way. We went down there and that is not the way. When I saw this branch, quite often at home on our trails, we put a branch across to signify that it's that section of trail is like closed or something, or that's not the way to go. But there's a blaze right up there. There's also a lookout here. So let's go to have a look at the lookout, see what we see. Then we'll carry on down the correct trail, the Appalachian Trail. Let's have a quick peek here and see. Whew. Wow, pretty through there, that's for sure. You can see how flat the terrain is, generally speaking. Okay, so as you see, not big mountains that we were accustomed to seeing further south. Okay, so let's go to the proper trail, which is right here. There's the blaze up there, if you can see it. There's also a sign up here. Don't know what it says. Well, it says lookout, something lookout. Part of it's missing. And the trail, as it continues towards Port Clinton. So just a couple of miles or so to go now to reach Port Clinton. I told, chatting with other hikers, and they said, what are you doing tonight? And I said, well, I'm going to stay at the Pavilion. And they both said, oh, that's got terrible reviews. I don't know. Local church group apparently come down and try to get money off you aggressively. I don't know what that's all about. But I know there's a restaurant close by. I know there's a hiker-friendly home that lets you get water because there is no water at the Pavilion. But there's apparently a porta potty. You can use that, so that's fine. Okay, anyhow, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to the expense of a motel tonight. No, we're getting into an area, or the area, where things start to get much more expensive, apparently. I knew about that. I knew it was coming. But there's still motels and hostels as we progress further north that we're going to take advantage of for our showers, electricity, and so on. We don't have to spend the money in an expensive hotel. Oh, another broken sign, but it says Appalachian Trail. Oh look, it's funny. We came right out. Remember we pointed down beautiful camping area meadow. There's the parking lot just over there where we were. So we were pretty damn close anyhow. Well, having said we were pretty damn close anyhow, I'm gonna say the trail goes this way. Oh dear. I don't know for sure, but I think it does. Anyhow, we're gonna keep going. Okay, I can actually see a blaze through those trees. So I think the trail is gonna turn right here. And I think it's gonna go back into the forest again. Yep. This isn't the blaze I saw. I saw one over there, but there's a blaze right here. Okay. Onwards and upwards, my friend. Heading to Port Colborne. A couple of miles to go. And then we'll be in town. Okay. The trail comes out right at this railroad track station. A lot of this looks like what is it, antique railroad equipment, coaches, diesels. Super interesting. Not sure where the trail goes though. Well, there's a bridge. I think, you know what? I don't see where the trail goes at all. Look at that thing. Just take a look at that diesel. That's something else. Wow. Reading and Northern Railroad, Port Clinton, Pennsylvania. Well, okay. Let's see what we can find here. Okay. This railroad is a wildlife sanctuary. Drive respectfully, speed limit 10 miles per hour. Oh, there's a blaze right there, look. I just asked a young fella and he told me to go over the bridge. Wow. Lots of water down there. Do I need water? Yes, I do. Is this where we get it? Could well be. But I think there's still the house and the restaurant. The house that's hiker friendly on the way to the pavilion, and the restaurant. I want to go to the restaurant, have a meal, and see if I get my water there on my way to the pavilion. Look at this. Wow. Okay, I see another blaze over here on the right, so we're doing fine. I'm going to check on the app exactly where I jump off to go to the pavilion, because that part I don't know yet, but we're going to see, that's for sure. Okay, let's get to it. Oh, look at that. That would be a great camping spot if I thought they'd let me camp there for the night. Oh, so would that one. I don't think they'd let me camp there for the night, do you? No, I don't think so. Okay, let's go. Well, I don't know. I don't think that one's an antique. That one's very much a working pair of diesels pulling, I have no idea how many cars behind it. Wow, look at this place. Take a look-see. Woo! Interesting, beautiful, isn't it? Anyhow, let's just find out for a moment exactly where we are here. Port Clinton Fire, I think, company, is it? Incorporated, is it? I don't know. But there's the fire hall. Woo! Make America great again. Trump. Well, alrighty then. I think Penn Street. I think this is the way I go to well, there's lots of flags. Is that stores? No. Keep America great. These people really like Trump here. Okay. All right. And the next street is the highway. The highways are going to take me down to the Walmart if I choose to go there. This back road here behind me, that would take me up to the Pavilion. So do I want to go to the Walmart? That's a bit of a walk. Do I want to go up to the Pavilion? What do I want to do? There's a post office right there. I know Professor K has a package waiting for him there. So that's okay. Boy, my right foot on the right edge giving me a bit of trouble today. Union House Bed and Breakfast. What would they charge me? What would they charge me? I'm gonna go and see. I'm just gonna go and ask. Just ask. So, unfortunately, this was a conversation on the phone, because there was a phone number on the door of the bed and breakfast. I called and they said yes. I said, hey, bed and breakfast. He said yes. I said, how much are the rooms? He said, oh, about 60 bucks. I said, oh, do you have any vacancies? He said, the whole place is vacant. I said, I'll take one. He said, we're closed. I said, what? He said, we're closed. We have no staff. I said, oh. So I thought for 60 bucks, that would be great for a bed and breakfast. I would have been all over that. I got to the Port Clinton Hotel and Restaurant. Their hotel is closed under renovations. But I did have a chicken parmesan sandwich with some fries. And I've got half of it here for later. And just up this road, this is called Penn Street. And just up here is the Pavilion. And the town allows the through hikers to camp at the Pavilion. And in the morning at 10 a.m. the Cabela's have a shuttle that comes up here, and it brings through hikers up to the park, and they can carry on their hike. And it also picks up through hikers that need to get into town to the Cabela's to resupply and so on, just like I do. That's at 10. I don't know for sure if I'll wait till 10. That road doesn't look too bad. They say it's about 2 miles down to the Walmart. Or no, not to the Walmart. To the micro hotel, so motel. So it'll be less than that to the Walmart. So anyhow, so I guess that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look for accommodation at the Pavilion for the night, set up my tent or camp, whatever. I've got a packed out sandwich. I stopped at the peanut store. It's like a confectionery, and I picked up a few Snickers bars. So I got something to go with my coffee later, and then I'll resupply I do see an area that could possibly be the pavilion, but I just don't know. Anyhow, then I'll resupply tomorrow, and tomorrow night is when we have the micro hotel booked for myself, Professor, and I believe Cobra. Although I haven't really heard from those guys, so I don't know what the heck's going on there. Okay, we'll talk to y'all later. The Pavilion. It is church property, by the way. We talked about donations and all this kind of stuff, and you know what? I don't see a problem. Look at the beautiful manicured kind of grounds. The actual pavilion itself, apparently from what I understand, like a shelter, you can just bunk right in here, which is a possibility. I may just very well do that, just like at a shelter, which is no problem at all. There's lots of space. There's picnic tables. Looks fine. It looks absolutely fine. Across the way, and people say, well, there's no water or anything. They do have a hand pump, but yes, that is turned off. But across the way is a park, part of the park, part of the property. To the left, the red kind of porta potty. So, I mean, that has to be paid for because it's very clean in there. In fact, let's just go over and take a little look. It is clean. It's not like a Pavillion trail that we may complain about, or that we would use, which is just covered in poop all over the place. This is not. This is very clean. I'll show you. Look, very, very clean, and it's stocked with paper. So for morning, there's a nice outhouse, pit toilet, whatever. On this side, now apparently from what I understand, there's a fire pit there, and there's another fire pit here with another smaller pavilion, picnic tables and bench chairs. My pack is over there because I put it here. And right here, just an absolutely beautiful river. Now on trail, this would be magnificent as far as a water source is concerned. So I don't understand the sentiment that there's no water here, because that river is perfect. And if the fee is $10 to park to okay, I forgot what I was saying, but my battery died and I just changed it. But anyhow, the pavilion area to me seems just fine. Maybe I have to give a $10 donation, but you know what? I don't have a problem doing that at all, to be honest with you. It's just fine. It's beautiful. There's a highway. The big highway's at the other side of those trees. In fact, there's a big truck going by there. But this is a nice little spot. I'm going to be putting my tent up, I think, somewhere in here. I think, from what I understand, I can camp on this side. There's a street here. I'll show you the street again. Pavilion across the way. Right kind of in here. And then there's a street. I think you can camp on this side. And I think you sleep in the pavilion on that side. I think that's how it works. I'm probably gonna set up in my tent, although I'm gonna check the weather and see, because if it's gonna rain or anything, I could stay in that pavilion. We'll see. But yeah, fine. So home for the end of day 90, and today I believe it was 18.1 miles, so it's well over 1200 now. Tomorrow's a zero then for me. Cabela's shuttle picks up right here at 10 a.m. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, talk to you later.